the Mediterranean island of Malta. Land of rich historical and linguistic diversity, tourist destination par excellence, and a growing centre of excellence for the teaching of English. In August 2010, Le Centre d'Animation Langue, in association with NSTS English Language Institute in Malta, decided to create a unique training opportunity for teachers of English working in adult education in Belgium. 10 participants were selected through a competition open to teachers from both CVO in Flanders and Promotion Sociale in the French community. Air Malta kindly provided the return flights, and NSTS the training course, cultural visits and accommodation. With intensive methodology courses in the morning, fascinating cultural visits in the afternoon, this 10-day project was aimed at supporting and rewarding the great work done by teachers in adult education in Belgium. 5 months after their return from Malta, we met up with 2 of these teachers to see what effect the experience was having on their teaching. We started off by asking them to talk about some of the key learning moments of their stay.
When I first heard there was this opportunity to go to Malta, I even didn't know where it was on the map. I knew it was somewhere in the south of Europe, somewhere in the Mediterranean, but I couldn't position it exactly, so I didn't know anything. Everything was a discovery.
We had classes in the morning, so we were quite well awake, and we then had time in the afternoon to visit places, and especially over the weekend we went to visit some beautiful places. We visited Valletta with its cathedral, and we had a great guide, Stanley, who was telling us all about the cultural heritage of the island. He took us to the smaller island of Gozo on Sunday, where we had a very good time, relaxing and swimming and admiring the Blue Lagoon.
If I think about the classes, one of the classes that I remember most is the Cuisinier Rods class. That was just a magical moment. Louis came in with his box of rods, and we had seen the title of that class from the very first day. We didn't know at all what this was going to be. My first thought was, it's going to be something with kitchen utensils or something like that, because Cuisinier, I'd never heard of him before. So this was a magical moment that he opened the box and he started teaching. He didn't explain a lot. And I do think that the classes we had with Louis were the best ones. He certainly is NSTS's best teacher.
We had all started with the same motivation, I felt. And there was this enormous willingness to learn and to improve our teaching skills and to exchange. So yes, it was a fantastic group, a really great experience.
But what about the post-Malta period? Have any lasting links been created thanks to this project?
The moment we said goodbye at the airport, we agreed that we should meet again, and well, thanks to you, of course, there was going to be a meeting early in autumn again. But we felt that there was more to it than that, because this had been such a splendid group on all levels. This understanding, the sharing of the knowledge, the social side of it. We got on so well that we did not want to lose it. Then it was so nice to really fall back on that and mail and exchange ideas and experiences and say, well, I used this idea and I changed it in such and such a way. Maybe you can do this as well. And there was somebody else who picked up the idea and went on with it.
So there was practically immediately contact through email. Because we had agreed in Malta that we were going to send some teaching materials to each other. Also, by the way, with the Maltese trainers that we had, lots of emails were flying over the internet. I think that if I open my mailbox nowadays, I can expect at least 2 or 3 emails from the 9 other colleagues that I met in Malta. And we exchanged lots of ideas about anything in connection to our teaching, which is a great thing.
One of the most interesting elements of this project was the fact that the participants came from schools in both Flanders and the French community of Belgium. A chance to exchange practices and establish common ground, perhaps?
For me, it was the first time I met colleagues from Promotion Sociale. It was very interesting, and I think that the fact that systems differ slightly or differ a lot, I don't know, does not matter so much. It's just the fact that you're teaching and that you're teaching adults and that you want to exchange methods and tools, and that you talk about your experience with adult people teaching a foreign language, and there's a great deal to learn from one another.
I think that it was a very important factor, yes, that we come from the same country and that we more or less have a similar educational background, that we that the system that we're teaching in is similar, so that we can exchange a lot of experience. I think that if it had been a group of people from all over the world, of course it would have worked as a group, but I don't know whether the contact afterwards would have been as strong as we have now. I think that we had the experience during that week that we were there, that it was never going to be the end, that we might start on a longer project.
This project has been a rich learning experience for all involved, not just for the 10 teachers, but also for the project coordinators at NSTS Malta and us here at Le Centre d'Animation en Langue. Whether on a pedagogical or intercultural level, it's proof of the benefit of creating both space and time for people to experience difference and learn from it.
It has changed me as a teacher, this experience. I think you as a teacher, you try to take some refresher courses, which take you a Wednesday afternoon or a Saturday, something like that. And they very often give inspiration for your classes. But this whole week was much more than that. And I really felt that it has changed me as a teacher. I'm standing in a different way in front of not any longer in front of a classroom, by the way. I'm amidst my students. I realize that as a teacher, you're more of a coach than a trainer, a language trainer. So that was, for me, the most important effect of this week.
I think it was a very nice idea to organize this, because this is more of an informal platform. We feel free to exchange. There is no obligation whatsoever. It's something that we want to do. We want to share this knowledge, and there is no competition whatsoever involved, which I sometimes feel is a bit difficult at school, because some teachers feel that if you exchange ideas, somebody else will copy that, and then these students, they might be in my class next year, and then I can't do this anymore, or they will recognize the technique and or the methods, and it's not going to be original anymore. And this is so much more informal and so nice, and we're all from different schools, from different parts of the country, and there is no competition whatsoever. This is an excellent idea. This has been so rewarding and still is, and I believe in it. I think we're going to keep the flame burning.